Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 693, we're going to talk about Svella Ice Shape that has nothing to do with snow or ice, even though it's a legendary snow creature. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Anyway, 3 mana, we get a 2/4 Troll Warrior. 3 mana tap, you to make a Manalith token. It's the same one that. And then 8 mana tap. Now, that's a lot of mana. Tap, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast a spell among them, so you get the cast triggers if that's a thing, without paying its mana cost. You put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Now, I didn't realize when I built this. I realized it right now as I was separating it out. I don't have enough big stuff in here. I leaned way too hard in one direction. And yeah, so mana ramp. I was so worried about that activating that ability. 8 mana tap because 3 mana is nothing to cast, but 8 mana to actually get there. And then my first card was I wanted Instill Energy because I want to use that ability a couple of times a turn. Because 8 mana a couple times a turn. Why not? So, big stuff. Yeah, that's Eldrazi would probably be amazing here. But let's look for the ramp. Now, I didn't realize this was almost half the deck, but here we go. We have, as usual, in no particular order, Untamed Wilds, Mannequin, Ferdinand. We're going to roll through these pretty quick. Civic Wayfinder, Beanstalk Giant, that's also on the back end, something decent. Heartbeat of Spring, being the green mana flare. Pristine Talisman, Gruul Locket, Gruul Key Road, Firewild Border Post. There's the replicating ring. Spectral Searchlight, Seething Song, Far Wanderings, Search for Tomorrow, Farhaven Elf, Gruul Cluestone, Everflowing Chalice, Sisay's Ring, Dreamstone Hedron, Astral Cornucopia. That's where I kind of probably went too far. Findhorn Elf, Lenoir Elf, Elvish Mystic, Soul Ring, Star Compass, Mind Stone, Rampant Growth, Gruul Signet, Talisman of Impulse, Moss and Fire Diamond, Frontier Guide, and Upwelling's not really ramp, but it kind of is. Yeah, that's a little much. There's probably 5, 7 cards too much in there that I could probably put toward the back end. Because right now I have got, for my big things, Archetype of Endurance is, it's not big. The Colossus of Sardia, that 9 mana doesn't bother us because we can just untap it. We've got the 9. Caller of the Pack, Love Myriad, and then the Impervious Great Worm. So yeah, some Eldrazi in there would probably help things along. Now for our card draw, Tormenting Voice, Light Up the Stage, Harmonize, Double Meat, Double Cheese. Now, I am running the Mobilize and the Vitalize because we do have a lot of creatures that tap for mana, and if nothing else, the Vitalize is surprise blockers. That is almost as big of a surprise as a fog. Now, Elephant Grass is going to keep people off of us. The reason why people don't play Elephant Grass is because of that cumulative upkeep. But you know what? We got mana. This may be one that I need to cut if I start digging into that ramp package a little bit. But Mythic Proportions, I know the 2020 enchantment, but I'm out of those. So Mythic Proportions, I figure why not? You can slap this on a commander and, probably get there with commander damage. Now, removal. Here again, Desert Twister. In this deck, it's not like it costs 6. It's, significantly less than that. Acidic Slime. Terastodon's a good high-end pick. I just had it in the removal category. You know, I like to flip into Terastodon when there's nothing that really bothers me, and we have so much land. I can just pop 3 lands and get 18 power. Yeah. Tornado Elemental does not see enough love. I've always loved this thing. 6 damage to each creature with flying. There's a lot of times that just wipes them off right there. And then, of course, it has Super Trample. Now, Ground Assault is great in any ramp deck. Of course, Return to Nature and Meteor Golem. Now, I realized, and these next 5 cards are probably don't need to be in. I'll preface that. These probably need to be big Eldrazi or big somethings. But I figured all that mana, and we've got a ton of it, we're going to come out leaps and bounds ahead on mana. So, X-Spells. You know, Fireball, Disintegrate, Blaze. In a pinch, even Stream of Life. Because, and I love that Stream of Life is target player gains X life. Now, it is a sorcery, so you can't do it at instant speed. But, yeah, that can keep you in a game for a while. This is an X factor. I have never seen a Stream of Life cast in a game of Commander where I wasn't the one casting it. Because it does throw the tempo off. Because sometimes people will overcommit to a combat if they know it will kill you. Or they can kill you next turn or somebody. And it just, Stream of Life alters the math, and I love it. But then we have the new exponential growth. The downside here is the casting cost. But for this specific deck, that's no drawback. Then we go to our non-basic lands. We got a few. We have the Crag Crown Pathway, Vivid Crag, Gruul Turf, Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Timber Gorge, Kazandu Refuge, Rugged Highland, Gruul Guildgate, Highland Forest. I'd like to take a moment to point out, I know this has been covered by everybody. I don't think I've addressed it. The new Snow Duels from Kaldheim, not exactly new anymore, but from Kaldheim, is these are the actual land types. This is a mountain forest. That is kind of a big deal for our purposes, for all of those cards that search out a forest or a mountain specifically. We have got a lot of those that we play because they're mostly uncommon, that doesn't say basic land. It says Nature's Lore, or what was it, 3 visits says search for a forest. So, here we go. We have Highland Weald, Temple of the False God, and lastly, we have Mountain Valley. Wow, that was super quick. As I said, I feel like I'm way too heavy in the ramp category. But I'm not certain on exactly what I want to put in to fix it. So any ideas, y'all let me know. But that is 693. We're going to put 693 on the wall. And wow, that was super quick because it was all ramp, But and there is the downside to that. If you ramp too hard too early, you kind of draw attention to yourself. So it is what it is. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But I think we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.